Kai getting eat up by my community, African American community. Again, is going viral for his comments he made in the past about us having no culture. And I wasn't gonna speak on this because it was old, and you know what I'm saying. It seemed like he was, I give people grace because he was young. You know what I'm saying. He was ignorant on some aspects of stuff, and you could tell he didn't really know a lot about black culture in America, even though he does use a lot of black culture in his aesthetic, right? And I'm a supporter of Kai, and I like giving people grace, giving people time to learn. So I ain't jump on it right away, right? But now it's coming up again. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy how it's happening right before the Mafia Thon. But it's been going on for longer than that. Before he announced the Mafia Thon, before they've been eating him up for a good about 3, 4, 5 months. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't gonna say nothing on it, but now it's to the point where it feels like he hasn't addressed it. And I wanted to come as a supporter, and I still support Kai. You know, even with the Stream University, he reposted some of my comments I made about it, how it was really uplifting for black people. And he does a lot for black people in America. He does a lot of black people in the diaspora overseas. So that's why I'm not fully just on board of just trying to cancel Kai, and I see all that. I don't agree with that. But I do want to just give some advice to Kai as a supporter and as a person that, is older and have read a lot about my own culture, about other cultures in the diaspora, and I've been in situations where I'm ignorant to stuff, and I might say something ignorant about our people in the diaspora, and I educate myself and correct it. And I'm seeing that he's around a lot of African American people, and he has a large African American following. And I don't want to happen to Kai what happened to Tyler. You know what I'm saying? She didn't acknowledge it. She didn't want to educate herself and acknowledge the ignorance that she said in her comments. And it's not a negative thing, but you got to understand the history of African Americans, right? You talking about a group of people that been neglected, that tried to be silenced, that are currently being silenced. So you have to sympathize with that, do research on that, understand the history behind that, and how hurtful it is to have people in your own community look down on you or say things that is offensive and you don't acknowledge it. Because then that's where the hurt that's where the hurt sets into, the being of what they see you as. And I don't want that to happen to Kai. I really like Kai. I don't want it to happen to Tyler. I want her to do the same thing. And it's crazy how she ain't come out yet and correct it. But just to Kai, man, if you ever see this, man,